Hi, my name is Karolina Sieler and I am a former law lecturer here in London, as well as the founder of the Student's Guide to Law and firstclassnlb.com. Today I want to talk to you about what are journal articles and why do you need to use them in your law essays. So you might have gotten the impression that all that your lecturers do is teaching you about the law. And in some universities this is the case, especially if your lecturer is not really called a lecturer but more of a teaching fellow. But a big number of people who teach at a university are actually called lecturers. And that means that apart from teaching you, so delivering your classes, marking your assignments and all of those things, they also have a different role. They have the role of creating knowledge about the law. What do I mean by this? So imagine that you are asked to write a law essay about a specific area of law, let's say parliamentary sovereignty. At this stage, it's a given that you don't really know that much about the area of law, and so you don't really understand it extremely well. So you write an essay based on what other people said about it. Once you progress with your knowledge, so if you were to go on and do a master's degree, a PhD, and then finally work as a lecturer and start doing research, then you would get to understand that area of law really, really well, because you would be focusing on it throughout your career. And what that means is that the essays that you start producing are going to be of a much, much higher quality, in the sense that they will be able to explain things about that area of law and evaluate it much, much more thoroughly. And those more advanced essays are actually journal articles. So journal articles are effectively long essays that were created or written by law lecturers who have a very, very good knowledge of the subject. For that reason, they are usually written in a language which you might find a little bit tricky to understand at first, unless you have done some reading in the textbook. And this is because the people who are writing them obviously understand the area of law much, much better. But journal articles are generally a good structure to follow when you're writing your law essays, because they are effectively extended law essays. Now the question is, why do you need to use journal articles in your law assignments? Well, the first reason is that because you simply just don't have enough knowledge at this stage, and you by no means are expected to have that knowledge at that level about a specific area of law that you're studying. So whereas a lecturer typically focuses on one specific area of law, let's say parliamentary sovereignty and constitutional law, you as a student are asked to study all sorts of different subjects. And for that reason, it's a given that you're not going to be able to get the same level of knowledge, to achieve the same level of knowledge that the lecturer has. And so the best thing for you to do in your law essays is to base at least part of the opinion that you're providing in your law essay on the opinions of other academics that are provided in the journal articles. Now you are able to, and you are perfectly capable of drawing your own conclusion. So you can talk about whether or not you agree with the opinion presented by a specific author of a journal article, but you are by no means expected to have that level of opinion and be able to have shaped that level of opinion about the subject yourself. And the second reason is that, well, it is a part of the academia to do research. The whole ethos of academic world is you go out there, you read what other people said about the area of law, and then you try to come up with your own contributions to it. And at this stage, you're not doing a PhD yet, you're not doing a master's degree, and so you are not expected to create your own contribution to the knowledge, but you are expected to have a very, very good knowledge of what other people have said about the area of law, and to be able to kind of compare and contrast their opinions. And so for that reason, you need to be able to talk about the journal articles in your law essays, so that you're able to show to your lecturer that you have understood what they said, and that you are able to carry out a very thorough research in this area of law. That's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more similar videos in the future. And if you would like a more detailed step-by-step guidance on how to incorporate journal articles into your essays, I have created an amazing online course called First Class Law Essay Writing that has helped so many students already in making sure that they get a first in their assignments. And a section of that course talks specifically about journal articles and how to incorporate them into your essays. I will provide a link to the course down below, so make sure you check it out.